All right. I guess we're gonna start our every episode from here. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode on Life is Strange Double Exposure, where two things I need to get through in the intro. One, I have the guide. It's ready to go. Apparently, we're in the home stretch of achievements, as well as we're literally missing... Oh, no, we've only done Chapter 2, so once we're done with this one, we'll have 2 chapters left. Because it's 5 chapters. That's the golden rule about games like this. Another thing is I actually have my microphone close to me again. For a while, it's actually been, like, high above me, kind of like a boom mic. But a boom mic is meant to, like, hear your, like, audio from, like, further away. And as you can clearly hear from it being moved away from me right now, it sounds like this. Meanwhile, if I put it closer to me, it sounds like this. And, like, it's not in the way, it's not out of the way, it's kind of just there. And it also makes it easier for, if I want to whisper, I just get closer to the microphone. I apologize for the ASMR there. But that's essentially the reason why I'm moving it, just because I want to test one more time to see if, like, doing it this way is better. Because there's a million ways I could have it where you guys could hear me, and it's been working fine so far. But I think this time I'm actually going to... Okay, this one's actually kind of good. I like this one, though. Yeah, I like both of them. Alright, let's begin the chapter, and let's see how this audio goes. If it doesn't work, then oh well. It is actually kind of late, it's like 9, so let's hope that this chapter isn't too long. Spin! You mean the spin from hit anime series JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 Steel Ball Run?
No matter what it takes, I'm going to figure out the mystery of the spin!
You're interesting, so here's a hint. You already know the answer to this question. If you have enough will to ride a horse, then why don't you put it into action?
Yeah. Spin! The spin. I'll uncover its secret, or die trying!
Oh yeah, we just discovered that, Oh yeah, by the way, now that the microphone's closer to me, it's actually going to be closer to my phone doing notification sounds. But yeah, we just discovered that Max might be the killer. Which just further shows that 2 timelines are trying to fight for dominance right now. Damn, girl. Time doesn't slow down just because you're mourning, or you're, you know, exploding.
This makes about as much sense as it did last night. Let's take a look at the evidence for the cajillionth time. I've gotta be missing something. No matter what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Sophie. I get where Diamond...
Let's watch this.
Hold on. She's looking right at the camera, like she knows it's there. Does she want to get caught? Or is this another doppelganger? No matter what that photo of me suggests. Before Safi died, Gwen got her book canceled. And I still don't know why. But that doesn't mean she killed Safi. Plus, Dead World Gwen seems genuinely torn up over her death. Yeah, the Gwen theory has some holes.
A lot of them.
Vin definitely knows more about the cow skull than he's letting on. Plus, there was that photo of him and Safi canoodling. But what does that even mean?
Canoodling. It means that... I don't know. Like, a lot of this evidence is so scattered.
Maybe that photo of me has a clue I'm missing. Restraining Order Lucas said Safi once threatened to turn his son against him. That certainly implies some bad blood in their past. But that Lucas was scared of Safi, not out for revenge. None of this is conclusive enough. Is that me? Did I go back in time and do that? It doesn't make any sense. And I would never hurt Safi. Not on purpose. That isn't me. It can't be. Maybe if I go object by object, an answer will jump out at me? Coffee. Coffee is friend. Get coffee now.
Okay, normally I don't pause the game too often. But so far we have two timelines where two different events are happening. In the Dead timeline, Safi's book got canceled by Gwen. Gwen is most likely the one that's dealing drugs in that timeline, and that footage somehow leaked into the Alive timeline, which is why we have the footage. Also, in the Alive timeline, Safi is getting a restraining order because Dave is scared about how she's manipulating his kid. Meanwhile, there's no correlation in the in the Dead universe, because all he did was speak at a eulogy, but it was kind of in poor taste. And I don't recall if... Actually, yeah, in the Dead universe, Dave never got a chance to sell his book, right? Or was that in the Alive universe? I think it was in the Alive universe where... I think it was in the Alive universe where he left for a second. Yeah, okay, so it was in the Dead universe where he got his book sold, he's going to this big place, and he's super egotistical, and things are going well with his family. So, in the Dead universe, there's a lot of motive for Dave, considering what evidence we have in the Alive universe. But considering the fact that there was there's very little to no correlation between the two, apart from the fact that the skull had Dave's name on it. Also, I'm calling him Dave because I don't remember his name, but like book guy, basically. So Dave is basically the Dave owning the skull and had his name on the skull during the car incident. That's the only connection they have in the Alive world. So in the murder world, it feels so and that's in the Dead world. So in the Alive world, there's more connection, but it also doesn't scream motive in the Dead world. Because, again, we have two different universes where things played out very similarly, and at the very least, it's seeming that it's the same timeline with one key difference. But here's the thing. The game did one thing to try and tell us how this entire game is going to work, and it gave us the line between what's her name, the lady at the girl at the bar, the lady at the bar, the one that we could have been in a romantic relationship with. It gave us a line with her where it explained exactly what happened the day before, or at least a couple of days before, where supposedly this entire thing started, and it played out exactly the same. So if history is the same between all the characters, between the two timelines, then yeah, Dave is the most suspicious, because in dead timeline he's fine as hell, but in a live timeline he's suffering, which gives motivation. But here's the thing. The difference in history means that in the alive timeline, Gwen was also dealing, but didn't get caught. But Gwen in the alive timeline says that she didn't deal. So that means that there's historical differences between the two timelines. In the dead timeline, Gwen is dealing drugs and hasn't gotten caught yet, but she knew the camera was there. Why would she do something like this if she knew the camera was there? Unless she somehow knows about the divided timeline. But if so, what possible reasoning would she have to get her other self fired? And there's also the voicemails and the cancellation of the book in the dead timeline. It seems like in the dead timeline there was some beef or some sort of thing happening between Gwen and Safi. And that's not even going into Vin's background with Safi. So this entire thing just seems like there's a bunch of evidence pieces, but there isn't any way to conclusively bring them together to explain any of it. At least not yet. And so far, according to the achievements, we have all of the... Okay, let me go check my achievements real quick, because there's a lot of them that we still don't have. But I think Chapter 2 is the one where we got it. Collected all possible clues for the evidence box. Yeah, that's literally... Yeah, we got all the possible clues. So that means at this point, we should be trying to solve it. But we're still not. Now, to be clear, the only achievements that are left are viewfinding, found all photos in Chapter 5, found all photos in Chapter 6, or Chapter 3, rather, and found all photos in Chapter 4, which we're going to be doing anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. And then there's also took all possible photos and found all photos in Life is Strange Double Exposure, which will happen once we beat the game, and then Frame Fatal, which is took all photos in the game, is also going to happen once we beat the game, or once we get the last photo in Chapter 5. So those are basically just chapter-based things not relating to the story. Then there's Platypus Genius, which again doesn't relate to the story as it's an optional thing. And then we have the 13 hidden achievements, which are completing each chapter, and considering that there's 4 left, we need to subtract 4 from 13, which makes 9. And out of those 9, we have read all staff books, which I'm assuming we can get in this chapter or future chapters. Help Moses finish the gingerbread house, which, considering what just happened, who knows how that's going to work, so maybe Chapter 4 or 5. And then we have Romanced Only Amanda, Romanced Only Vin, and then Romanced Neither Amanda or Vin. And then we have Romanced both Amanda and Vin, which we're going to do different playthroughs for because of how annoyingly complicated that is. So that is 4 achievements plus the 2 that I just mentioned, so 5, 6. That leaves 3 achievements left, with one of them being petted the cat and found the cat's owner, as well as Bay, which is, I know I didn't count correctly, but even so, none of these achievements say that we are missing evidence or that there's more evidence to be found. So something tells me this is all the evidence that we're going to get in this game, and the only thing we can do right now is most likely just go with the flow. See where the game takes us, and see if we can get any more explanation. Because either way we look at it, the story is just going to explain the rest. But, again, a lot of this evidence doesn't seem too conclusive to bring us to a killer or a motivation. Because, so far, we have the killer right here. It's Max herself. But she has no memory of doing this, so that means it must happen in the future. But then again, what's gonna cause it to happen? Because I think I said a theory last time where we're stuck in a paradox, but it's also not a paradox. I think it's a fixed point paradox, where current Max is going through the timeline, experiencing both timelines, but once we get to the end, she will be given a choice to go back, set the timeline straight, so that way both timelines stop fighting for dominance, and we kill Safi, solidifying this timeline. or we leave Safi alive, creating the duplicate timeline that is currently fighting for dominance, which makes it a fixed point because, as you can see, Max has no memory of this, which means it's going to happen regardless of what we do. And it's also a paradox because it's just going to keep happening because, obviously, this Max isn't our Max currently, but it will eventually be future Max, which will just create past Max to keep doing the thing.
He refused to make sense.
Anyway.
Moses?
You might want to flip that picture upside down in case somebody gets the wrong idea.
Hello, Miss Caulfield.
Oh, fuck.
Can I come in?
Motherfucker, we didn't say you could come in. You're breaking and entering.
If he sees that...
I have some questions for you.
Of course. I can answer your questions right here.
I knew you'd be a valuable resource.
This guy's essentially breaking and entering. Like, here's the thing. Bro can be a detective all he wants, but if he asks, can I come in, and then force himself in, that's breaking and entering, and technically unlawful search and seizure, because he's a detective on a case going to ask questions to a person in their household, but because he asked, that means he didn't get permission to enter, which makes an unlawful search, I'm pretty sure. Again, any lawyers in the comments, feel free to correct me, but I'm pretty sure that violates some sort of rights.
There are just a few details I'm struggling to make sense of.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Arcadia Bay, where you went to high school, right?
Yes?
A beautiful town with a surprisingly violent story to tell.
You trying to say that we created the
Not
storm?
unlike-
Arcadia Bay and Safi are not connected.
Okay, Max, I hate to tell you, but the only connection here is you. You were both at Arcadia Bay and with Safi. But I have to agree, there's no realistic connection. At this point in time, the detective doesn't know that Max has powers, nor does he probably suspect it. But even so, like, there's no logical reason to bring this up, because it was a natural disaster that's been well documented by this point in the timeline. So it's like, you're trying to say that Max's existence in a location is equivalent to a natural disaster being there by fact, without a shadow of a doubt. And if you're trying to make Max the killer in this instance, have fun explaining that to a judge and a jury. Because, bro, they barely accept the fact that people, like, are innocent until proven guilty. The majority of the time, it's guilty until proven innocent, which, by the way, is exactly how a lot of shit works around here these days.
A whole town wiped out by a freak storm. What do you think, Miss Caulfield? Are you the one who's unlucky, or is it just everyone who ever meets you?
That's messed up to say.
Go fuck yourself. Arcadia Bay has nothing to do with Safi.
Ooh, there it is. Touched a nerve? I knew I'd find one if I kept poking around.
You're just a dick.
Detective, I'm not answering any more of his questions.
What the fuck happened to the telescope, Maxine?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Someone was in the office room. I could hear them. I saw Moses in the hallway, but I didn't see you.
You told me to...
All right, enough.
Motherfucker, this fucking guy has the audacity to say, I saw Moses, but I didn't see you, so it must be you. Brother, you told us to leave! This guy cannot be serious. He told us to leave. We came back to comfort our friend. Hell, we could have said we brought some Jimmy Jams or some fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to make our buddy, our friend, our compadre feel safer, feel better. I don't know. We came there to comfort our friend. You told us to leave. We came back anyway. And you have the fucking gall to say, I saw Moses outside, but I didn't see you, even though I told you to leave. Like, brother, you can't say you didn't see a person at a scene. It's not even a crime scene. Bro is just seeing something he doesn't understand and just trying to make it understand, but trying to make Max out to be the bad guy at the same time. Like, this guy should not be a detective. Something tells me that he has something to do with whatever the fuck is going on these days. Because he's, like, out here grasping at straws, all ego and no smarts. Like, what the fuck?
We're not getting anywhere. This case has been abnormal from the beginning.
Well, yeah, no shit.
None of the evidence makes any sense.
At least that's something we can agree on.
But I know why now.
Because time travel shenanigans? Yeah, I agree.
Somehow, all this death leads to you.
Okay, here's the thing. All this death leads to Max? I mean, there's a quote in JoJo that I reference a lot because it's surprisingly accurate to how storytellers tell their stories. It's Stan users are drawn to each other. And time again, Araki shows us that that's just how the mechanisms of that world works. In part 5, Giorno Giovanna, the protagonist of that series, runs into Koichi looking for Giorno, and they don't realize it until much later. And in part 4, the pre-part before that one, there's a moment where the guy who's saying this goes, yo, there's a murder and there's something weird going on about this town. And as the name of JoJo implies, bizarre adventure. The reason all of these Joestars have Joe in the beginning of their name is because it's a symbolic representation of they are the next one to fight evil. It was Jonathan's turn in the part 1, it was Joseph's turn in part 2, and he survived. And then it was Jotaro's turn in part 3, which is why Joseph was more of a secondary veteran character. And then it was Jotaro's turn to do that role for Josuke in part 4. And with Giorno in part 5, it was more of like he did it on his own journey because he did have a connection to the Joestar family, but he also kind of doesn't because he's a Brando at the same time. I don't know, it was weird. And then again it happens with Jolene, Jotaro's daughter, and he was kind of the mentor / veteran figure for a bit, but then Jolene kind of found her strength and started doing all that. And then, of course, the universe reset, and we've got established new characters and new motivations, and etc. But, again, it brings the question that during the story being told, whatever thing that happens in the story, of course it's going to happen to the main character, especially if it's a repeating character. Max was in Life is Strange 1, and it's the origin of the story. We are now in Life is Strange fucking... I don't even know anymore, because we've played so many of them at this point. So I'm actually going to go to my Steam library and go check. The Life is Strange collection. Life is Strange 1, Before the Storm, technically doesn't count, because it was before Max's arrival. And then we also have True Colors and Life is Strange 2. So basically we have the original character now back as the protagonist, and shit has happened again. This is literally just the characters acknowledging the pattern. But if it happens twice, it's coincidence. If it happens 3 times, it's a pattern. If it happens once, then what the fuck? Like, in Life is Strange 2, there's no explanation for why the little brother has powers. In Life is Strange True Colors, there's again no explanation as to why Alex has her powers. And in Life is Strange 1, there's again no explanation to why Max has her powers. And in this game, there's again no explanation to why Max's powers have changed, whether they have matured, evolved, or it's somehow connected to the events going on right now. regardless of how you look at it, yes, the main character with the powers is going to be at the center of it all, regardless of how you look at it. So, to say the line, somehow all this death leads to you, it's not that it leads to Max, it's Max somehow being not the responsible party of it, but because the story needs something to keep the viewers hooked, and the story writers in turn need to make something for the character to go through, that in turn isn't necessarily Max's fault. It's just the way the story is written, and this is just a character calling it out. And I feel like this character in particular, Alderman, the detective, is just grasping at straws to try and understand what the fuck is happening, even though, logically speaking, he shouldn't have to be able to put these two things together. Like, I feel like if we chose for Chloe to be dead in this timeline, he would have brought up Chloe being shot as somehow us being responsible, even though if we let that timeline sit, odds are, I forgot what the fuck his name is, but the dickhead with the gun, odds are, somehow, they would have found the shell casing, they would have found the bullet, and they would have been able to trace that back to the firearm that fired it, and if he dumped the gun, maybe eventually they would find some evidence to link it to somebody else. But again, in no way or shape or form could they possibly link it to Max. Because she was there, she could have said something, but ultimately, I don't know really what would have happened differently in the timeline if we went back and let her die. Because here's the thing. The entire story of Life is Strange wouldn't have happened if Max let Chloe die. Because a lot of the stuff that we find out about the photography teacher, about Caswell or whatever the fuck his name is, about Rachel, about fucking anybody in that series, was because of Chloe. So if we go back and let her die, and then we just wait there hiding in the corner as this fucking psycho runs off doing God knows what in this new established timeline, there would be no way to pin the blame of this death onto Max. So, equally so, putting the storm that destroyed Arcadia Bay and killed thousands of people is equally, if not more so, impossible to put onto Max. So I'm just finding it a little hard to believe that this guy is coming to this conclusion without a logical reason. Maybe as soon as I hit resume game, he will give it to us, but it's still kind of stupid. And here's the thing. I know for a fact that if I were to go to this, that when I got Double Exposure, the game has mixed reviews, but recently it's had mostly positive. Like, I know for a fact this game has been, like, through the ringer as not the best Life is Strange game, and probably the most hated at some point in its time. But also, it genuinely confuses me that, like, a lot of the plot points in this game, that a lot of these plot points don't have any real significance with one another. Maybe it's yet to be revealed, but this character is just a dick, and he's just grasping at straws trying to understand what he saw, like I just said. But he's coming about it in an illogical way. Trying to make Max seem like this fucking entity that has power, even though he himself doesn't know that and probably doesn't even believe that. Like, what do you think Max did to destroy Arcadia Bay? Make a weather machine?
That's not true.
Oh, this fucking guy.
He saw it. He saw the photo. Stupid Max. Stupid, stupid.
Well, shit.
What the hell do I do now?
Well, here's the thing. Once again, unless bro somehow is able to trace this photo back to the camera that was owned by Safi, and at the crime scene, mind you, Only then could they possibly link it. Otherwise, it's just a disturbing photo that won't last in a jury at all. So, yeah, kinda dumb, but also weird.
None of this makes any sense. What happened that night? Why the fuck am I in this picture?
You gonna
The
rewind
old
to that
me
night?
would have just jumped back in time to the moment this photo was taken.
Oh, are you about to do that right now? Oh boy.
Maybe I still could.
Locked in time. I mean, you aren't trying to access a fixed point, so that might be the case. Oh, never mind. We're about to be able to do so. Alright, let's go. Oh, shit. Don't make your brain explode. What the... What the fuck? Okay. We did it! Yay! Oh my god.
So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo. Feels good. Final.
Sophie.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely at a fixed point.
It's here too.
But there wasn't a storm the day Sophie died.
Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya.
Maya? Who's Maya?
Sophie, wait. Who is Maya? What was she talking about?
Stop stalling, Max.
Tell me how to stop this. What do I have to do?
Pull the trigger.
Interesting. Who the fuck is Maya? Okay. I think I know who Maya is. I think it's someone who can change their appearance. And the reason I know this is thanks to Reunion. And I think it gets called upon in Reunion. Here's the thing. I haven't been spoiled on Reunion too much, but I have seen a lot of shit on Twitter. Because it's where I find all my fan art. Well, not my fan art, but all the fan art I like about, like, series. Especially since Blue Sky just started wanting my ID and shit. So, unfortunately, Blue Sky's where I'm able to go. Doesn't mean I'm gonna upload shit on Twitter, just to be clear. But, interesting. So, the reason it was probably super difficult for Max was because that was a fixed point. That was supposed to happen. That's why Safi's like, look, stop stalling. You and I both know how to stop this. That's why you're here. But Safi doesn't realize that the Max standing before her was a different Max. Because here's the thing. Max in the moment is not the same Max that is here in front of us. Max in that moment is the one's like, okay, I know I have to do it, but this fucking sucks. And then she loses consciousness and realizes, oh, I know what's happening. Past me is here doing the thing that we don't want to do. And she's trying to get answers. So Safi's gonna say the things that she needs to say, and then she's gonna leave, and then I'm gonna get back into control, and then we're gonna solidify the timeline or fix it or whatever the fuck that's gonna happen in the future. But at this point, that's how we find out about Maya. which means that we don't know Maya in any of these timelines, and the only reason we would is because of Safi going from the fixed point. Oh my, this is so confusing. Also, the reason there wasn't a storm is because I'm gonna guess that the murder happening in the past wasn't actually the murder that happened in the past. It's actually us killing Safi in the alternate timeline in the future, creating this new timeline, causing the same events, which is going to merge the timelines back together. Again, all of this sounds fucking crazy. It's sci-fi bullshit, so I'm not going to even try to explain it. Also, damn, is this what happens to her body whenever she goes back in time? It just collapses and it just dies?
What? No, that wasn't enough time.
That's some bullshit. It would have smeared. And the blood would still be on the hand. Sorry, it's a fixed point. You can't go there. You went there once because you were capable. And that was, I guess, meant to happen.
I can just... Fuck! Moses, you were right. I don't know how, but you were.
Oh yeah, I know I ended my episode last week a bit more prematurely than I should have, but I should probably establish the fact that I tried to tell Moses that we had powers, and that gave us some different dialogue, but it ultimately ended in the same result. So if he asks us about these powers in this timeline, and we have the opportunity to show him, that's probably why.
I have to tell him everything.
Okay, well then that's probably why. Oh, is Maya friend of Moses, maybe? Oh, that's new. Tape is gone. Probably because they cleared the scene. Oh, hang on. I owe you an explanation or as much of one as I have. Meet me at the Overlook. Really, Max? There? I know it doesn't make any sense, but I'll do my best. Please. Fine. Thank you. Sweet. So we're about to tell Moses exactly what our powers are. Time manipulation.
Moses is waiting for me up there.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, this was Life is Strange 1. Spider sense tingling? What the fuck? Oh, and the evil storm. Good thing we don't have classes right now. Are we a college student or are we an adult teacher slash third party that does classes and teaches about photos and shit? Because I honestly don't know.
This is where the police tape was yesterday. Did the cops take it down on Alderman's orders? Some of that was definitely directed at me.
Hmm. Okay, I'm guessing we're all teachers to some degree, I guess. Oh, right, fuck. The walkthrough. Proving grounds in the dead universe, that's where something is. We can go back, but there isn't a reason to. What the?
I have to do this. I have to go back up there.
Alright, then let's go in the dead universe then and get this over with.
He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait on the bench.
I told Loretta to look into Yasmin when she cornered me in the fab. Loretta...
Also, we don't have any new platypus stuff. Snapshot, I'm assuming?
I know Safi would have something poetic to say about this. If only.
Snowdrop flowers.
He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. I know Safi would have something poetic to say.
Okay, here is where we get the platypus message. While proving to Moses that you have powers after coming back to Dead World to tell Moses what he was doing. Okay, so that's happening while. Okay, so that means we wait.
What if he doesn't come? I couldn't blame him. I killed his best friend. What does that say about me? That any version of me, could do something like that?
To be fair, you did destroy all of Arcadia Bay to save Chloe, and you guys still broke up, so... I mean, here's the thing. It was a player-made decision, and Chloe thinks she has sentience, so...
Probably not coming.
I think Deltarune explored that better. And let me just briefly explain what I'm talking about. In Deltarune, it's explicitly telling you that you don't have a choice, and Chris is constantly trying to fight against your choices as a player, which gives you a separation between player and character. And I feel like that's very well explored in that game. However, in a game like Life is Strange or Uncharted or anything like that, any choices that we are given that impact the story, at the end of the day, those are player-made choices, but those two choices could have happened in the game, and depending on what you choose, it shows us what would have happened depending on which choice we chose. And those were character-made, because there's no like argument to be made within those games, especially in these, where Max or Nathan or whoever we play as in these games wouldn't have made that choice. Because the whole game is us bringing us closer and closer to these choices, and then these characters being like forced to make it, and then they make it. And it just shows us which one they would have chosen, because it's a choice-based game. Meanwhile, it is technically our choices as a player. The only reason it doesn't come into a lot of questioning of who made these choices, Chloe or us, Max or us, is because there's no interaction between the player, me, and Chloe. If there was interaction, then we could question it. Also, the two mugs I feel like is a metaphor for time-space bullshit. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Anyway, enough of the copyrighted music.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
What, like?
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth. Tell me why you did it.
I haven't done it yet.
You were right. I shot Safi. But I can't tell you why, because I don't know the answer myself.
No reason you could give would be good enough.
Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place. Look. These flowers. What are the odds they bloom in the middle of winter? Exactly in the shape of Safi's body?
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline where Safi is alive, and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
4 minutes.
I know that it sounds insane, but I can show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me poof disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Safi, right?
It's not a fantasy world. It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
So if you disappear or whatever, and I do something while you're gone,
I can tell you what it was when I come back. And then you'll believe me?
it'd be a start.
It'd be a start.
Okay. Okay, deal.
Alright. There's a chance Moses will believe me. First, I gotta hop over to the other timeline.
Oh, and he's in a perfect position to see us just cross over. You ready for this, buddy? You ready? Bada boom.
Now to see what Moses is up to on the other side. Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
Okay, but here we are capable of doing stuff. And that is... Message Moses? Funny. Sorry, this is exactly what I do with anything message related that I get. I have to get rid of those red dots. I'm sorry. That is just me. You're gonna have to live with that, guys. After coming back from the dead world to tell Moses what he was doing. After telling Moses what he was doing. Gotcha. Okay, so now we come back. Hey. You okay, buddy?
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay. Let's try it again.
I mean, this is the fun bit, right?
Ready
Like,
when you are.
you let somebody know you have abilities, you show them in front of them, and they're like, what the fuck? And then it's like, okay, I've calmed down, I've composed myself, I'm ready to have fun. Alright, BRB! Woo!
Okay. Let's try this again.
Okay, maybe this time? What the-
Shit. Sorry, Moses.
Oh, right. That Moses. Right. Right. Okay. Still... What the... Oh, right, it's in the dead universe, isn't it? Okay, wait. Is it in the dead universe? Yeah, it is in the dead universe. I'm stupid. Okay. What? What are you doing? Can you do that again, please? Psychic Storm, I believe? Platypus facts.
Kind
Here
of
we
in
go.
the middle of something right now, platypus facts.
Oh, electricity generated by living things. Yeah, I did kind of know that.
What did I do when you were away?
And then you said,
Machine Angel Psychic Storm.
Machine Angel Psychic Storm.
Okay, thank God I heard that last bit. Unfortunately, as soon as I came back, the audio was kind of halved. So, my bad.
Yep. That's what I did. Wow. I mean,
Yeah, near as I can tell, Safi's death is where the timelines split. I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to...
You okay?
So Safi's alive over there, huh?
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. Both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
Bottle cap. How did you...
Safi slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. You give that to her, tell her to stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
And then that brings us to
I will. Promise. But I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
When I was a teenager, I could rewind time. Just raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could. Past tense?
yep, for no explanation, we grew out of it.
I know it sounds like it must have been amazing. But Moses, the things I caused to happen, just having a power doesn't necessarily give you mastery over it.
One of many lessons gleaned from X-Men comics.
The point is, I stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but there's a photo of you from that night with a gun. You're saying that could be
A future?
future you? Even though you can't do that anymore?
This morning I tried rewinding into that photo. It felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Safi mentioned Maya, and oh God, the storm.
Max?
Look, there's a timeline where, for some reason, I shot Safi. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not, these two worlds exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
Holy shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too.
Time storms are no joke. Hello?
Oh, shit.
Okay. First look at the crime scene.
Oh, can he see this shit too?
Inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into Miss Llewellyn Fayette's mental state. Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp. I need to introduce myself to Mr. Murphy.
He's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad. Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of here.
I fucking knew it. Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit.
We came to
How'd
pay
I
our
let
respects.
A couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin.
You're not making sense.
You're not making any sense.
You want to talk about sense? Nothing about you makes sense. Telescopes don't put themselves together. Evidence doesn't disappear. You're going to pay for what you've done, Maxine Caulfield.
The gun is a
And
different
I'm
model
here
than the one that we used.
To collect.
I think he's seeing his past self, isn't he? What's happening here? Wait, don't get too close or there's gonna be a feedback loop. That's why you don't touch yourself in time! Oh, wait, it is the same model gun, ain't it?
Help me! Help me! Max, watch out!
Do we have a choice to save him or not? Oh, it looks like we fucking do. Here's the thing that a lot of physics notebooks don't really explain to you. But in a lot of media, touching a past version of yourself can be both okay and not okay. But for a lot of reasons, it isn't, because it forces both versions of you to merge together, especially if the timeline is split, or for some random voodoo shenanigans like this. Because we have the CW's example where doing whatever the fuck you want in the past is completely fine, so long as you make sure no spoilers or fixed points get fucky-wuckied. But ultimately, we also see how in the CW, Barry just fucks up the timeline. In fact, it's become a meme at this point. But then we also have other examples, apart from the CW, where interaction with oneself is fine, but it does tend to create paradoxes. In Doctor Who and in CW's DC Legends of Tomorrow, they tell themselves not to hold their infant selves. And the reason for it is because it's essentially creating a feedback loop. If you are holding your infant self, if you fall and die, the person holding you ceases to exist, which creates a paradox. How could you have been born or been alive long enough to hold yourself? And because of that, multiple parallel universe, multiple decisions, timey-wimey bullshit, it just can't happen. It's like the grandfather paradox. If you went back in time to kill your father, how could you have been born to commit the act? It's this similar situation. It just creates a feedback loop where both things repel each other. The action will attempt to happen, it doesn't happen because you don't exist in order to do it, and then you re-exist as the end consequence happens. It's like, I guess I'll try and find the example of the ball kick paradox from, again, the CW, because it just shows the literal inconsistency of time travel. Because the way it's portrayed in the Marvel universe is you travel back in time, and that action creates a different universe. And when you go back to your universe, that past is now your future because it's now destined to happen. Anyway, I'm gonna keep watching the guide to see if my choice here is important.
Of something right now,
It is not. So we're gonna help Alderman. This action will have consequences. What kind?
Max, you have to let go!
Oh God. He merged with his
I could
past.
have saved him, Moses. I could have saved him.
No, you couldn't have. Listen to me, Max. This place ate a man.
It's a complicated space-time event. What the?
Moses, your hair. I told you. There's always a cost.
It started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, maybe we can prevent all this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey,
Wait, the
Safi
gun
mentioned
on the
Maya,
ground.
right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all this?
Who is
Well,
Maya?
yeah, Maya was before my time. But
Hang on. Do we have Maya in our lists? We do not. Do we have them in our contacts? We do not. Crosstalk. I don't know who Maya is.
Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen. I'm still shaking. Alderman was, and then he just wasn't.
For every action, there's an equal and
Moses
opposite
and I were
reaction.
standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm all right.
Dr. Gwen Hunter. Alright, looks like we have a...
Cool.
Alright, looks like we have ourselves... Oh, damn.
Talk to Gwen, see what she knows about Maya, and while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Sophie's book deal.
Audrey, I'm worried about Kim.
So am I. None of my attempts to report.
Nope. She's still not answering any of my calls. I think she's blocking them.
I saw her in the north wall.
What the? Broken table.
If we can't sit on tables, where are the cool kids expected to sit? In chairs? Like a bunch of squares?
The fuck? Alright, to the living room we go. Oh, I see. We can talk to Loretta. Unattended laptop?
I can't imagine being this trusting. Don't they know there's snoops like me around?
Oh, we can also talk to the future.
Jeez, Caladon. Is that necessary? Fuck. This doesn't look so great for Gwen.
You know, it would have been like a crazy situation. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I just thought of something. Max went back to the photo, and she was the one holding the gun. But I'm guessing that Maya is the character that's able to shapeshift. Because I have future knowledge. Knowledge that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So, kind of game-breaking here, and kind of spoiling the plot for me. What if the reason we weren't able to go back to that time period and it was so hard for us to go to that photo was because it wasn't Max that did it, but Maya. And that's why we got repelled. It wasn't a moment we were involved in.
I'll bet my camera that Gwen knows something about Maya.
I mean, yeah, possibly. I have no idea what I just said, but I'm pretty sure it's something like, yeah, probably. Also, there's a a fucking photo thing.
Then whoop. Then boom! The spaceship crashes right in the middle of the park, and this alien crawls out of the hatch. That seems like a lot of money. Boom! The spaceship crashes right in the middle of the park, and this alien crawls out of the hatch. That seems like a lot of money.
This angle's not working for me. I should try somewhere else. This is a lot prettier than my usual work, but I like it. Old school. Nice.
Funny. Interesting. Fishies.
I hope somebody is coming in to water you guys. Preferably someone who doesn't have to break in through an alternate dimension. So they took her computer, probably going through it right now. Tossing Gwen out screwed everybody over. Will Gwen be allowed to come back for these?
I mean, probably this is technically still, a lot of it is still her property, so most likely, yeah. Interesting. But only after the manuscript, gotcha. Hello.
Is that Sophie's book? Hey, Gwen.
Max, hey! To what do I owe the pleasure?
Actually, I need to talk to you about Sophie.
No reason to beat around the bush.
I know you got Sophie's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
Look, I don't know what I'm at liberty to tell you, but I'll do my best. What do you want to know?
So, what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
Damn.
I told them there was incendiary content in the book, which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people, Sophie included.
Sophie's book was incendiary? How? What was it about?
Forgive me for dancing around things. I wish I could be straight with you, really. How much did Safi tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya? Time to pay attention.
Safi never mentioned her.
Maya Okada? Safi never mentioned the name.
She always did keep her cards close to her chest, didn't she? The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Ben Lang kid. He used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. Then Maya took her own life.
Oh.
And that's what Safi wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around her. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Safi through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one. It's the one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful.
One last thing. Is that Safi's manuscript?
Part of it, why?
Can I read it?
Someone ought to.
It's 3 pages, but here we go. All the daughters we don't talk about. Safi Fayyad.
Reading Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
Beneath my feet she lies in her Sunday clothes. We killed her with our own hands. I mean, our lack of hands. I killed her with my voice. I mean, my lack of voice. Maya's book was like a child or a tumor or a rising beast within her. On the first page she wrote that she was drowning. And by the time she finished, she was drowned. The drowned always surface. What isn't spoken still exists. You can chop her up and sell her for parts, but her ghost remains whole, floating there in the corner of my kitchen, giving me that familiar look. The one that says, unstitch the binding, let the pages fall out, flutter like birds, shot down. The one that says, take him for everything he's got, and then some. Laws of physics, 1,000,000 miles. Damn. Oh, we got the manuscript. Sweet.
Whatever happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to say about her.
Yeah. It seems like this Maya character in this timeline took her own life. Which means in the other timeline, the alive timeline, there's some beef between Maya and Safi. Or something. Which brings to question, why get rid of Gwen? I mean, Gwen in the security footage was looking at the camera, which means that Maya must have shapeshifted into Gwen. Anyway. That's still just some of the manuscript. But we don't have the ability to get it from here after the fact. So that means we most likely got it already.
I should poke around here.
I lost my train of thought, but Damn.
Yasmin liked to get coffee here in the afternoon. Before Safi died.
So does that mean that she's here? Oh my god, I thought he was making that thing float. I'm like, what the fuck did I just walk in on? Oh, are we gonna talk to... Okay, so admin building. But are we gonna talk to Yasmin here? Yes, we are.
Sorry, Yasmin, but I'll need to interrupt your downtime with some questions.
Hello, Yasmin.
Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine, how are you? I was worried after your nosebleed yesterday.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems. A toothache can mean a heart attack.
I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard.
I didn't actually know that.
I was hoping we could talk.
Come, sit.
Have you seen Safi today?
No. We're meeting later this afternoon. I can tell her you were looking for her.
You look like you've won the day. Coffee's that good?
Our ratings are. Caledon is once again one of the top universities in the country. The coffee is just so-so.
I heard about what happened to Dr. Hunter.
Yes.
Would you really fire her?
That depends on the findings of the committee. It's out of my hands now.
Did Safi tell you her book deal was canceled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Safia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
I wanted to ask you about something.
Oh.
Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life. 4 years ago.
In both timelines? I guess that makes sense. The history is the same in both. Especially everything before Safi's murder. But that doesn't explain I'm gonna guess Maya's still alive but disguised as another person. And she might be here at the school pretending to be someone.
A horrible tragedy.
I think Safi's book was canceled because it was about Maya.
Impossible. Safia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me? Do I call her out? She'll be pissed, but I can cut straight to the point.
Or should I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
This will have consequences for this timeline.
Of course. I don't know why I thought they knew each other. It's just...
What?
There's a rumor about Maya.
Everyone seems to have a different opinion of Maya. It's hard to track what's true.
I understand that Ms. Okada was a bit chaotic.
So, she had a bad reputation. No wonder you didn't want her and Safi associated with each other.
Exactly.
Well, caught you in a lie. You want to know? I just hit the microphone, my bad. This is again why I don't have the microphone here. It's because I keep smacking it. But again, another lie that we just caught her in. It's no wonder you didn't want Safi and Maya associated with one another. And she goes, exactly. Implying that she knows about Maya, knew Maya personally to a degree where she didn't want her daughter to be associating with it. And now she's saying that Vin's statement should have closed the matter, meaning that she has her own narrative about things that happened.
Strange. I really thought Vin's statement closed the matter.
Shady cow skull throwing Vin is involved?
Enough ancient history. I have a favor to ask. Safia's been distant lately. Could you keep an eye on her for me?
Are you sure that I'm the best person to...
Yes. Because she trusts you. And I trust you.
Yeah. Sure. I'll look out for her.
Thank you, Maxine. Oh, the time. Let's do lunch again. Somewhere with more atmosphere than the other place.
That was odd. What did she mean by Vin's statement? Maybe I'd better talk to Vin myself.
In the admin building. Sure, what's up? Alright. Interesting.
He's probably in the admin building.
Hey, sport?
Sport?
You're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
Really? Sport?
Sport?
Yeah. I'm trying out middle-aged white dad slang nowadays. Is it working?
Sure. What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes like ass.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
I work here.
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
Might as well.
I was asking her about Safi and her relationship with a student named Maya Okada.
Oh. Why?
It's kind of a long story, but it's for something important.
This guy's always falling for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
You have no idea.
Well, I'll leave you to your something important. See you around, Tiger.
Hey.
See you, Amanda.
Interesting.
He's probably in the admin building.
I wonder if we could have avoided that entire conversation if we just went to the other world. Genuinely curious. Anyway, there's a Polaroid here that we can grab.
Diamond was working on a documentary about Moses. That was not dirt on Vin. I'm sorry, Diamond. I didn't think this is what I'd find.
Huh?
Whoa. That was not dirt on Vin. I'm sorry, Diamond. I didn't think this is what I'd find.
Oh. I see. Okay then. Moving on. Hot dog man. Random student. More random students. Diamond. Oh, hey,
Don't
Vin.
mind us, Max. We were just finishing up.
Vin, Abraxas needs new blood.
You mean you need another line on your resume?
Hold up, can we talk? I just want to ask you about Maya.
Please. I can't handle the both of you. Trying to exploit my weak spots.
Huh?
Did I just witness a failed crown snatching?
You gotta seize the opportunities when you can. And hey, it almost worked. Speaking of which, what's the deal with Maya? Isn't she the undergrad who died a while ago?
It's her? Why, do you know anything?
Just that Vin looks like he bit into a lemon anytime someone says her name.
So Maya makes Vin uncomfortable, huh?
Let's find out why.
There's gonna be a debate at the beginning of next semester. A special little pissing match for Vin and me. Vin usually runs for Abraxas president unopposed. But if I have the right piece of dirt, I bet I could make him step down.
If I give her something juicy and then go to the other timeline, maybe I can listen in on Diamond confronting Vin? Vin gave a statement where he said Maya had mental health problems, which may have been true, but I think there's more. What I'm saying is, someone let Maya down. Really badly.
I don't get it. Were Maya and Vin friends or something?
I'm not sure, but they definitely knew each other.
And Vin gave a statement about her death. What a pompous little piece of shit.
Go forth and conquer?
Just try not to go too hard on him, okay? He's not in the greatest place.
Relax. I'm not Loretta.
Hmm.
Can you do me a favor? Wait until I get out of here to bring this up with him.
You got it. I won't jeopardize your getaway.
If I'm going to listen in on this conversation, I need to cross to the other side. How can they have no record of him? They sent him.
Wait, what? Oh my god. Okay, so in our past, he exists. Alderman exists. But interesting. It erased him from the entirety of the timeline.
Would Alderman's mother know what happened to her son? Oh, shit. Do I have to go to Abraxas meetings now? This is why I never did extracurriculars.
Same, actually. That and one other reason. Oh, there's no photo in here, damn it. Oh, wait, is there? Nope.
If I eavesdrop on Diamond and Vin, Vin might leak what he knows about Maya.
Oh my god, where's the photo? Where be this Polaroid? Oh, it was here the whole time.
Say cheese, little guy.
Little baby.
How nice of you to finally return my phone calls, Desmond.
Desmond?
Damn the email. Sophie was our only child. And she said 15 minutes to discuss her funerary arrangements.
Let's go to the living room and listen in. Damn.
Vin met Maya in Lucas's class, and he also knows something about the cow skull through Sophie's windshield, which conveniently made Lucas look guilty. If I can pressure the other Vin, maybe he'll tell me what the hell is going on here.
Speak to Living World Vin about Maya. Interesting. I'm gonna try and go back and get the Polaroid again. Oh, new message from Moses.
And I thought my powers were a burden before.
Oh, hang on. Believe me, after what we saw up there, I will. Okay, but that article about Mama Alderman, it gets wild, so bear with me. 40 plus years ago, she was admitted to Lakeport County days before her due date. With that, she described as complications her pregnancy, only despite what she claimed, not only was there no baby, there never was one. She and her late husband, she said, had planned to name their baby boy after his father, Vincent. Like, there's a hint of who Alderman was, or maybe should have been, but only hints. Damn, he was erased from time. I mean, yeah, that does tend to happen whenever you collide with yourself. Happened with Mr. Peabody and Sherman. It was done as a stability, but at the end of the day, if the file is corrupted, it just has to be deleted.
He's probably in the admin building.
I'm aware, but I need this thing, so you're gonna bear with me until we're able to. Still not able to, for some fucking reason. Maybe after the fact. But it's, like, here's the thing. The screenshot literally says, talk to Vin in the admin building. We still haven't done that. Well, we have done that, but we have yet to do the next part of that. So was I supposed to be able to do it beforehand? I was able to take the photos still, so what the fuck is that about? Alright, here we go.
Bad time?
It's fine. I'm just playing calendar Tetris. Gwen's hearing threw off the boss's schedule. Anyway, what can I do for you, Max?
Yasmin gave you this job as a favor, didn't she? For talking to a reporter who was writing about Maya's death?
Didn't your parents ever teach you to not bring up people's dead friends for no reason?
There is a reason. I promise.
Please, enlighten me.
It might not make a lot of sense, but I'm trying to help someone. And that means learning about Maya.
Maya's been dead for years now. She can't help you or anyone else.
Just go with me for a second, okay?
All right.
What the hell?
You said in your statement that Maya was troubled. But that wasn't true, was it? Vin, what really happened?
Ask Lucas Colmenero. It all started in his class. He has Maya's blood on his hands.
You're not saying Lucas
Killed her? Not literally, but
God, what did he do?
the man deserves every misfortune that befalls him.
Like, for example, if Sophie suspected him of tossing a cow skull through her windshield?
No more free secrets. I have a reputation to protect.
I guess I could reveal one of the other secrets I know. What if I told you that Lucas filed a restraining order against Sophie?
Will I say that Lucas is less dumb than I thought?
So, was that a shiny enough info nugget or not?
Very shiny.
Alright. So was the cow skull you or not?
Yes.
Knew it.
So, why?
I mean, you've seen a pissed off Sophie before. She's like a force of nature. When I heard her book got squashed, I seized an opportunity to aim her at a deserving target.
So you were what? Protecting Gwen?
That's as much as you get. And now I really do have to get back to work. But, Caulfield, whatever the real reason is for you digging up old history, be respectful to Maya. She suffered enough while she was alive.
Alright, and now we're going back to the Fab building where we know for a fact a certain someone is.
How much? That's what I'm talking about. Ha ha. Compare us all you want. Only one Colmenero has a movie deal, and it's not Roberto. Samuel, I'm sorry. Can you please hold? Absolutely not. Out of my office, now.
But I
just shipped my son out of the country because of your little stunt. You think we're just gonna go back to being friends?
admit it, Lucas. You have blood on your hands.
Whatever you think, you know, you'll never be able to prove it. Now get out!
Was this because we decided to not keep the secret?
What was that? I can't prove anything? Whatever happened to Maya, Lucas was definitely involved.
Yeah. 100%. That does not sound like an innocent person. And look at that. Now we have the ability to enter.
All right, let's see what I can find about Maya.
All right, first we get Polaroid. Then we get the snapshot.
Pretentious, shiny, and probably hasn't typed a word in years. Kind of like Lucas.
Nice.
All right, let word in years.
Alright, so there's one more thing that we need to get in here, and that's the last staff book. However, it's unmissable, so I'm not going to actually look at the clip yet.
These folders are all from this year. I doubt I'll find anything about Maya. That's a lot of junk. But maybe what I need is somewhere in there.
Huh.
Maybe he reads it for the articles.
Sure.
Yasmin did one of these? Oh. That could definitely be Maya Okada.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize just how much Lucas's book has resonated with people. Oh, why were Lucas and Maya meeting so much? This can't be a repeat of what happened at my high school. One time was far too many.
I honestly forgot. Was it somebody having relations with a teacher or some shit?
Of course, Lucas is the type of asshole that makes you buy his own book for class.
Yep.
Well, this at least confirms Maya took his class.
Oh, look, an espresso machine. I'd be down to have one of those in my office.
That's probably his ex-wife. They look really happy here. What a strange place to find a key. Must be significant.
Maybe. Should have been all there, yeah. The official report was that Marjorie Alderman was diagnosed with a severe abdominal pain, a psychosomatic response to the overwhelming grief stemming from the death of her husband. Damn. No. Detective Vince Alderman was never born and never existed, but the residue remains at the margins. The scientist in me is curious about how of it all. But the in me who says it's better to leave this particular thread alone. Yeah, damn. Okay. That's smart. Science. Had to check. Just wish we could tell Safi about this
If
wild shit.
Alderman never existed, how the hell do Moses and I remember him?
Because you were there. Like, here's the thing. When you, like, cause and effect is a tricky thing, but from a non-linear, non-subjective point of view, it's like a big bowl of timey, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. From a non-subjective, non-linear point of view.
Looks like a fun read.
I didn't know Lucas did fun.
Huh. Okay.
Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly.
I didn't get an achievement, though. Ah. That wasn't what the key was for. The key is for over here. I'm dumb. Something less pointed, more metaphor.
That's not what I was expecting. Wait, 1,000,000 miles beneath my feet? I know this. Maya wrote this.
Kaito? Huh.
Come on, there's gotta be a copy in here. Maybe 10 of them. Holy shit. It's the same.
The book is Maya's.
Finn was right. Lucas does have blood on his hands.
Page turner.
This is what I've been missing this entire time.
Alright, and that's the
I
achievement
have
we got.
to talk to Safi.
You should take the manuscript. Or at the very least... well, you took a picture of its origins, right? You took a picture of where it was. In the office. This could be backed up by the photo you just took. But, if you put the thing back, put literally everything back how you found it, you can literally walk out of there, show the picture, it'll be very suspicious, and the book will have to be taken down due to plagiarism and stealing of one's work. And it'd look very shady. But, here's the thing. Once the investigation starts, you can literally tell them where it is, and if anything happens to the manuscript and it gets moved, then bada bing.
Safi, hey.
Stay strong, Habibti. You know where to find me.
That was a weird twitch.
Is something wrong?
Oh, you want to talk to me now? I've got nothing to say to you.
Safi,
What? Did you spread my business to someone else? Dig up a couple more clues?
Shit. She knows I've been asking questions. I'm not sure who you've been talking to, but I have a good reason.
Oh, you have a good reason. Well, in that case, what's your good reason, Max?
Shit, do we tell you?
I'm worried about you. I think there might be someone that means you harm.
Yeah. Me too. I don't have the energy for this. I think you should leave me alone for a while. Maybe a long while.
Jesus.
spent so many nights like this when I was on the road. Diners, bars, hotels. I liked being alone then. At least, I think I did. Chloe's probably partying. She'd pick up for me. But it's not up to her to take care of me anymore.
Just call her, girl. What do you have to
I
lose?
can't just sit here feeling sorry for myself. I need some company. I could ask Amanda to help me drown my sorrows.
You could, yeah. Fucking hell, dude. Oh, well, damn. Speak to Amanda in the living world, leave the bar in the living world, speak to Vin in the dead world. Okay, well, where are we now? Hang on, who's sitting there? Huh, just you sitting alone. And here's Vin. All alone.
So, any idea what you're gonna do?
Let's have a nice Zen
The one
moment.
who's unlucky, or is it just everyone who ever meets you? You stay the fuck away from me.
I think you should leave me alone for a while. Maybe a long while.
What Lucas did to Maya was deplorable. I can only imagine how painful that was for Safi. And I poked at that pain like a kid with a stick. Maybe I should have told her the truth. I think I'd kill you. Sorry, I'm trying to fix it. Fuck. I thought things would be different here. I hope Safi doesn't hate me for too long.
Oh boy. Well, I found the Polaroid. Are you sure it counts red, the message, when you got it, so I might as well say something about it? Okay, platypuses.
You know, I'll admit, I don't really see too many live performances.
And we're going to correct that immediately. If you want to get to know me, music is a surefire way to do that.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll bring a notebook.
Hey, sport. Working hard or hardly working?
Sport? You cosplaying as a boomer dad today?
Hey, you said it first.
I doubt it. Old sport is more my style anyway.
Wrong timeline.
It's finals week, isn't it? Everyone that's come in here lately has that same frazzled look. A drink to ease your troubles.
Shot, please.
Are we wanting a gasoline on fire flavor experience? Or a sickly sweet, rated grandma's liquor cabinet kind of taste?
Gasoline on fire, please.
Let's do the gasoline. I want to burn my throat off.
Shitty mezcal? All of the smoke.
None of the dip. Taste buds are overrated.
How are we feeling now?
Like I keep thinking I've hit rock bottom, but then I realize I'm still falling.
You are such a disaster. but I certainly have a type.
Yeah, you certainly do.
You need more than a drink. Let's hang.
Don't you have a bar to tend?
We don't need to leave the turtle to have fun. Remember how we said we were gonna hang anyway? I am collecting on that debt now.
What are we gonna do? Kidnap the members of Revenge Horse and force them to play here?
As if. Revenge Horse only plays house shows. We might not be able to go to a show for real, but we can always pretend.
I guess.
Bitch, shut your dumb eyes. We pull up to my buddy Eddie's house. We call it the Rat Hole. Best house shows in Lakeport. Revenge Horse goes on at 11, but at the Rat Hole, that means midnight. The place is packed. We can smell Granite Joe smoking a blunt out back. And Eddie waves to us from a table full of scary merch.
Scary merch?
Hold up. Why is the merch scary?
We approach the merch table. It's covered in stickers and pins, and they're all of this horse that looks like it was, quite frankly, drawn by a toddler, and yet it's powerful. No matter where you stand, it stares into your soul.
You'd be a good DM.
So, I buy a sticker.
You now have one sticker.
Hey, do I hear the band doing a sound check downstairs?
Ahead of schedule? Let's check it out. Careful, the stairs are steep.
That's cute.
Revenge Horse opens with my favorite song. Fuck, Marry, Kill. And a mosh pit opens in the smoky dark in front of the stage.
Let's thrash, chocolate.
Okay. Let's pretend you said something normal, but basically that. We throw ourselves into the crowd.
No! To be fair, I probably immediately get a black eye.
Oh, then I fight us a way back to the bar and get you an ice pack.
I'll only need one eye to see the show anyway. Hey, the singer. Is she a stage diver?
I mean, in so much as you can call a thrifted area rug a stage, sure. She sets her guitar down and takes a running leap towards the crowd.
I run over to the spot where she would land.
Wait, don't you have an ice pack in one hand?
Oh. Oops. Yes, I do.
Shit. I hope you're prepared for what happens next.
Don't tell me that the singer, that she...
Stone cold dead on the floor. But don't worry, this is how she would have wanted to go out. Before we leave, we each receive an invitation to her Viking funeral.
That was the wildest show I have ever seen. Or, like, talked about.
Told you it'd be worth it. And you're walking away with, let's see, one terrifying horse sticker, some bruises from moshing, and an invitation to a Viking funeral.
I like her rings.
If that was just a dry run, imagine what the real Revenge Horse show's gonna be like. It's been a buck wild day. But that made me feel like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow my existence won't make things worse for everyone around me.
Damn.
You keep saying that about your day. What happened?
Why are you so nice to me?
Shit. Doing it again. My therapist says I latch onto people too quickly. But what am I supposed to do when I gel with someone? Act like a bitch?
Bitchy women are a huge turn on, so.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Excuse me, ma'am. What are these mixed signals? Are you flirting with me?
Same. I feel like.
I'm
sorry. Like, here's the thing. Someone does this shit to me, and I would be the exact same way. Like, are you flirting with me? Because you're kind of giving me mixed signals. I probably wouldn't have the ability to ask, but I'd be obvious and be like, I'm getting mixed signals here.
I'm very stressed and just really hot and care about me and have really nice hands.
Girl, you definitely drunk. What the fuck?
That is the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I've heard gayer.
Look, what can I say? I have a thing for emotionally unavailable women.
You're not saying I'm...
You're literally in my bar talking about yourself like you're a category 5 hurricane.
Sorry, did I do something wrong?
No. I really want to kiss you.
At least you're asking permission.
It's just that like I said, I tend to go for women who don't feel the same way about me. And you need to know I'm not just projecting.
Oh, why does Life is Strange have to give me the problems that I have right back at me? Fuck you. It's not that I go for people that I know don't have feelings for me. It's... I have feelings for people, and I tell myself I can't be with them, because in my head I know it won't work out. And I know logically that's not 100% true. But in my head, I still think to myself, it might not work out, and you lose someone regardless of what you do, so why take the risk? And to a degree, when this sort of relationship development happens naturally, like it happened here, like here's the thing, I literally said episode whatever, we found out that there was like a romance option. We're gonna go, okay, no romance, that's the first option we're taking. This is literally and metaphorically what my life is like. I will choose no romance option as a default, but then the romance happens naturally And now I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? Ugh. I don't know if that was TMI about me, but I guess that's kind of what puts me in the ace spectrum, because I know I said a while ago in a short that I'm pansexual, and I am. But there's a small tidbit of me that's aro ace, and I don't think it's because I don't feel the attraction. I definitely can. It just takes a lot more for me to feel it and go for it. Which I guess would put me on the spectrum by technicality, but I don't even know. Because these days especially, I'm definitely on the ace side of the spectrum. Aromantic, definitely just problematic on my end. And that's as open as I'm going to get, because I'm getting really sappy now. Just kiss her, Max.
You kiss me first.
Here's the thing. The moment happened naturally, but I'm assuming that we're going to be given a choice to not do so. Okay, now you have to talk to Amanda and Vin. This is story related. You can't miss it. During these two talks, you will have the option to kiss Amanda and Vin. There's a trophy for every outcome of this situation. Kiss only Amanda, kiss only Vin, kiss both, kiss no one. Decide for one outcome, and after you do, the other three via chapter select, explore scene is fine. The trophies will pop once you leave the bar. You can skip dialogues with... This is on the PS4 version. All other decisions before and during the talks doesn't matter, just the kiss and not kiss ones. Jesus. Okay, so in this moment, I do have the opportunity to say no to both and get that achievement. And then we have the opportunity to kiss both and get that achievement. And then only one, which means we have to do this 4 other times. And we're going to be doing that in the same episode, even though I'm recording for 2 hours. And I have to say, this is the thing that I would do, and I'm gonna say it's not a healthy thing to do. I'm gonna pull away. Because even though she's giving all the signals of, hey, I want to pursue a relationship respectfully, and this is a romantically intimate moment, and I would like to kiss you. But I feel like I'm projecting, and I'm going to be a little bit more safe and secure about this, so I want you to kiss me first. That is the most open, safe, and best fucking girl-boy non-binary move to make. Like, she is doing all the right steps. And I feel like if I were Max in this moment, given my own personal shit, I would probably pull away. And a part of me thinks that that's gonna hurt her in some way. Can this game stop fucking quoting me? Like, I know I didn't say that word for word, but I might as well have. Here's the thing, guys. There's a lot of things that I say in my videos that I either edit out, and sometimes I say, I'm not going to edit this out because I do want to talk about this, and it's me being vulnerable, and I end up editing it out anyway. And this is another example of will I or won't I? And I feel like for this specifically, I might leave it in. Because I'm fine with talking about myself and letting my audience get to know me. But at the end of the day, I'm very private and I'm very, like... There's no other word for this, so I'm just going to say unconfident in myself when it comes to a lot of different things. So I think this is the most open I'm going to be about me personally. Like, when it comes to mental health stuff, obviously I'm very, like, I'm like an advocate for that sort of thing. but I'm, again, not going to talk about myself. And it's the same thing when it comes to personal stuff or stories or whatever. So, I'm going to do my best to leave this in, but I'm going to make a different version of this episode where it's not in. So if it disappears at some point, then that's probably why. Thanos snapped it away. God damn it.
Fuck. You're right. Even though I wish you weren't.
Maybe another time we can make this work.
But that's unfair to you.
Yeah. Another time.
Can you at least hug? Platonically?
I should get back to it.
Thank you for everything. I feel slightly less dead inside.
My dumb ass would do it again, too.
Like, I don't know why, but in my head, I would do these things. I would be supportive. I would be caring. And I wouldn't expect anything in return because in my head, it's the right thing to do. It makes somebody else feel better. It makes somebody else feel good. And I just don't understand how some people do these sort of things for some form of, like, transaction. And that's something I just don't get. Like, isn't it enough to help lift somebody up, make somebody feel better when they're having a bad day? Like, sure, yeah, romantic feelings can sometimes happen, and it does sometimes hurt when they don't feel those feelings back. But at the end of the day, there's still somebody you care about, and there's still somebody you want to have a smile on their face, so... yeah, it'll feel bad, but... it's not fair to blame them for that. Alright. The achievement's only gonna pop once we make our second decision, which is right over there in the dead world. Well, let's speak to Gwen first.
Hey, Gwen.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I really think you should take a look at the footage. It's weird. Like, game-changingly weird. I think you should fight this.
I'll look into it. Anything else?
No, that's all. I hope... just... take care.
Right, living world, so, yeah. Life entangled.
Just talk to me, Safi. Tell me what's happening.
What the?
You can't be a bard.
Why not?
Because we already have a bard.
Last time we had 2 bards, we got totally smoked. Dead in 2 sessions.
That doesn't make any sense. Why don't you just make the campaign easier if people want to be bards?
Make the campaign easier?
Yeah. The game should suit the players, right?
Greg, I told you could bring your girlfriend as long as she wasn't.
I'm gonna say something here. The game is meant to be fun for all players, so she does have a point. So if 2 people want to play bards, that's completely fine. You'll just have double the support. However... this is where, like, the DM could be like, well, yeah, you can be the bard. However, that's going to make the campaign that I've already set up going to be like this, and so. So, like, I don't know, that'd be an interesting... Like, I'm not a DM in any sort of, like, significance. I just know bits and pieces. But, like, I don't know. As a DM, I wouldn't know what to do with this. At most, I'd be like, okay, well, you could have 2 bards. We have a warrior, barbarian, whatever else we have. It looks like you guys have double the support. And if you guys want, one of the bards can be, like, a switch. They can be someone who fights as well as heals and does buffs and such. So, essentially, you have someone who's flexible in the sense of they can be on the field doing debuffs as well as somebody doing buffs for your team. So, at the end of the day, it's more of like you need to work with the players and be flexible, but also have the story that you've written out in contrast. Because the players are going to do whatever the fuck they want. They're going to try and seduce the door. They're going to try and lockpick the door even though they don't know it's locked. And at that point, it's like Matt Mercer said in that one interview with Brendan Lee Mulligan, like, a player looks into a well and you ask them, wants to look into a well, right? A player wants to look into a well and the DM doesn't have anything prepared for this. So you ask them, what do you find in the well? And they go, all the gold and riches in the world and the item and the best items in the game. And the DM could be like, and the DM would be, as the daydream ends, you're holding your dick inside the well and whatever the fuck. And that's literally how the quote goes. And it's punishing the players for overreach, but letting them be part of the story. Letting them be able to contribute in some way. And that's completely fine. It lets them build the story. So if a campaign wants to have 2 bards, you can have a lot of the encounters be revolved around debuffs, buffs, counterspells, etc. And again, this goes beyond my knowledge, but it needs to just be adapted. It's not too bad. At the end of the day, D&D is all about creativity and having fun, so shouldn't be too forcible on how it goes. Oh, hey, Reggie.
To take your earlier example of the nervous GM, when the player's like, I'm gonna go in the well, and the GM doesn't have anything prepared, the GM can say, as you walk to the edge and you climb inside, what do you find in that well? They open the door to that and then empower the player to either be a little shit and go, I find all the gold in the world in a purple sword. And you can be like, and as the daydream fades, you stand there holding your dick in your hand in an empty well. You know, punish them for overreach, but start teaching them that they can contribute to this narrative too.
I love that. I feel like that is a definitive Matt Mercer moment of you going like, what is, as you go to the well, what do you find within it? Because all I could think in my heart was going, all right, wise guy, what's in the fucking well? Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
this
platypus
is
facts.
cute, but where's the unsubscribe button?
Damn.
Wow.
Alright, leave the bar in the living world.
Come here often?
Probably too often. You join me? Help yourself. Rough day.
Everybody hates me. I'm annoying. I'm bothering to everyone. My colleagues, Moses, Toffee. Toffee used to get pissed at me too.
Are you crazy? Sophie was obsessed with you. She would talk about you all the time. I was always jealous. I mean,
Don't hurt yourself. I know about you and Safi.
No.
Oh. Well, I should have told you.
There's been a lot going on. And it's not like we're besties or anything.
I wasn't her boyfriend or anything. And it ended a while ago, but I guess I had this idea that we'd make up. Eventually. Any other deep, dark secrets you've disinterred from my past?
I know what happened to Maya.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Max? I was joking.
And I know what you did after she died.
I was young. I was an asshole, and I didn't want to end up working at my parents' liquor store until he shriveled up and died. Does the past version of you ever feel like, I don't know, an alien?
All the time.
The shit that person cared about is so worthless. You can't even remember being them.
Yeah, for me it's literal.
That sounds like a shitty spot to be in. Especially right out of undergrad.
Right? Here I was with the chance to be salaried, health insured, even fucking 401k'd. All I had to do was talk shit. Which I'm good at. Sorry to bring down the vibes. I need to be more drunk.
See, you made yourself right at home.
I blame Vin.
The subtle wave. Oh dear God, here we go.
Oh. You hitting that?
I'm sorry, Vin, but as a guy playing as Max, I don't think I would have said that. I don't know why, but hot take, but that sounded so gay to me. I don't. Might be because he's drunk, but oh my God, that was so out of pocket. I think I'm getting a bye vibe from Vin.
We're just friends.
All right. She's cute, but a little too principled for me, even discounting her utter lack of interest in my gender.
Hey, principles can be hot. I'm serious. I will write you an essay. Passion is very sexy.
No, you're right. Passion is sexy. Like your buddy. The big guy with the telescopes.
Okay, yeah, bye, definitely.
Once, I asked him how his day was going, and he explained to me the double slit experiment. It was weirdly hot.
You are very drunk.
Oh my God.
What, you're saying you wouldn't?
He's my friend.
And this would be extremely friendly. Moses, smash?
Am I the only one that's a little bit weirded out of... Well, I mean, he's drunk, and this is, like, bullshit. But, like, is it weird to me having a friend? Like, even if you're in, like, in a big group and you're all fucking around, playing Smash or Pass with each other, like, I don't know why, but that just feels weird to me. Oh my God. Yes.
He's a friend. It'd be too weird.
This conversation is weird.
Caledon, he's got a high ratio of buccal faculty. Dr. Hunter, for instance. Interested?
Fucking hell. Dr. Hunter is... Jesus. Do I even want to even, like... Oh my god. She's married, so obviously not. Very attractive, though. All I will say. No comment.
Let's just say I was a little disappointed when I found out she had a wife.
You never know. Her wife could be down too.
Oh, dear God. Can we get this guy away from the alcohol?
Professor Colmenero.
No.
He sucks.
He sucks.
Does he now?
You.
Okay, I get it. So he's horny when he's drunk. Got it.
Suck.
Hey, I'm just trying to think of people we both know. Lucas, smash or pass?
Hard pass. Bro looks like every fucking Disney dad. Fuck no.
Pass. He's a dick.
And yet, I've put up with worse for less.
Huh. Sure.
Hold up. This is smash or pass, not have a healthy, long-term relationship and 2.5 kids or pass. I'm not asking if you want to marry them, just... Exactly.
Okay, my turn.
Oh, dear God.
Yes, me.
Oh, that's just unfair.
Why?
That is your boss.
Because then I'd have to admit just how hot I find authority figures.
Oh my God. Unsurprising, but sure.
I am incredibly unshocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. My turn again. Let's see. Who do we both know?
Don't say Reggie.
No. My students are off limits.
Well, as I am one at Caledon and two not one of your students, which appear to be your two standards.
Come on.
So, about me, Miss Caulfield. Where do I fall on the binary?
I'll admit Vin is cute. And he's being very cute now, but something tells me he's drunk. And very wasted. So, if it were me, in Max's situation, I would pass and ask him when he's sober.
Don't take this the wrong way, but
No worries. No hard feelings. That's the smash or pass rule.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's been fun. I needed this, so. Thank you.
Night, Max.
Good night, Vin. I better cross back over in case Safi is cooled off and is trying to reach me.
Hope you're doing okay, Reggie. You want to see a magic trick? Vamos!
Nothing from Safi. I don't know what I was hoping for.
Maybe I should just head home for the night.
Maybe, yeah. What the? I passed, bitches! I love college. It's early to be this drunk, but whatever. Happy for you, even though you're beating us. Oh, I don't want you to lose. Want me to cheat? At beer pong. How? You're on the other team. I'll bump my partner when you're up. Dude, I straight up follow you in on here. What the fuck? You gone sabotage me? For love! Oh, damn. Alright, let's leave, and that's the end of the chapter, which gives us the achievement of romantically disentangled. Here we go.
For a good dare. But I'm also very polite. So, you go first.
Are you trying to break me?
Yes.
Max Caulfield, you are the worst. Fuck.
When do you get off?
About an hour. But before we do anything else, maybe we should sleep on it?
In my bed?
Damn,
As
Max.
much as I'd like that, I'd like to be able to tell my therapist I made good choices this week.
Smooth.
You are a very smart woman. Goddamn.
To be continued. Okay? For now, I have to get back to it.
I didn't know that there was a snapshot there. The guide probably would have mentioned it, but because I didn't want spoilers, I skipped it. I guess we are going to restart from here.
Whatever, I'm drunk.
And a certain someone in the background that's not being focused on. Interesting.
Good answer.
Thanks, Finn.
Oh.
I really... just thanks.
Do you have to go?
I'm saving the world.
Would you be willing to believe I need to go save the world?
Not as a general rule. But who knows with you, Max Caulfield? Take it easy, Max.
I better cross back over in case Safi is cooled off and is trying... Oh, damn. Reggie's gone. I hope he's doing okay.
Interesting. Why would Reggie be gone in this timeline? We're gonna restart and we're gonna go talk to him.
Nothing from Safi. I don't know what I was hoping for. Maybe I should just head home for the night.
Because we need that shit.
I don't really see too much.
Hey, Max.
Oh, fuck. That's about the level of greeting I'm expecting at this point. Thank you. You okay?
Everything's fine.
She fell in love with the wrong person.
Reggie, what happened to the bro code?
Max is a bro.
She is?
Do you ever have a thing for the wrong person?
Yes.
Show me someone who hasn't, and I'll show you a liar. Or however that saying goes.
That's deep, Max.
I didn't think I wanted anybody before. Reggie says I should move on, and he's right. I haven't felt this way about anyone, ever. I don't know if I will again.
That's the thing, you never know. Give it time.
Give yourself some time. Life has a way of surprising us.
Really hope you're right.
New conversation that you never heard before. Do I want to leave the timeline with the kiss from Amanda? Hey, Reggie.
Hey, Reggie. Feeling okay?
I don't feel like I'm about to fall off the face of the earth, so...
Reggie.
I know, I'm not doing good, Max. I wasn't doing good before I saw me. Now I'm worse.
I think something like that would rattle anyone.
That's not the only thing, though. When I was a freshman, I thought moving here, across the country, would fix everything that was broken inside of me. Everyone here just thinks I'm a fuck-up. And maybe they're right.
Thing is, everyone's a fuck-up. Every last one of us.
Even you?
Reggie, I'm the biggest fuck-up I know.
Well, if the great Max Caulfield is a fuck-up, I guess there are worse things to be.
I guess there are.
Thanks, Max.
Anytime.
There's the Polaroid, Jesus. Alright, got all of them in chapter 3. Now we can go in.
Max.
And then we have to end the story, because this is like the end of the chapter. Oh, been broken into. How the fuck do you just now notice?
We now return to your regularly scheduled fuckery.
You came looking for stuff. I guess we'll find out when the episode ends.
God. This is bad.
The plant! And they went out the back door. I would say close the door.
Whoever was here really messed this place up.
What the?
What were they looking for?
Honestly, probably been shipped at this point. All three of them together have probably been shipped. Alright. I'm assuming in the other world, the dead world, this didn't happen. It did not, yeah. Because I guess there would be no reason to. What the?
Closed and secure. Too bad I can't hide out over here forever.
Oh yeah, all the evidence would be in the dead world, not the alive world. So all the evidence is perfectly safe and secure. But then...
There you are, asshole. Show me your face.
It's us, isn't it?
That's me. What in the fucking fuck is going on?
I have to say, this was very clever of me to do. But also that means that we're about to run into ourselves. But why would we be looking for something in a timeline we know it's not going to be in? Also, if it is our future selves, doesn't that mean we know what's coming? Like, we're literally looking there like, fuck, where is it? Where is it? And then we turn around like, yeah, I know you're there. I've lived through all this shit. Or maybe it's like Doctor Who, where it's like, I don't remember. Half remember. But that's really clever. Also, we're wearing green, even though I keep choosing, like, red options or different options. So it is maybe a future version of us. Heads up, I'm you.
Hey. It's me, Max. I'm you, somehow. I would really love to know what the fuck is going on.
Or it's Maya, isn't it?
You weren't supposed to be home. What? Why wouldn't I be home? Wait!
Interesting. Different reaction since we didn't go down there and figure it out.
Shit. Oh shit, he's right. You're me.
I wish I could tell you there's a reasonable explanation for that.
Interesting. Different dialogue.
Wait!
Oh boy, here we go. Also, that's interesting. You weren't supposed to be home. If that was a future version of us, and we've already established that Max canonically can remember things that happen outside of timey-wimey fucky-wuckies, then that means that Max should have been able to remember the past Max coming home early. So that also means that this Max might not be the real Max. It might be Maya shapeshifting. Okay, a little bit trippy there. Girl, what are you doing?
Damn it!
Is that gonna be us at some point?
Now how do I get across?
Can we just manifest it? Oh, no, we cannot manifest it. We have to go to the universe where the log is still there.
No doorways to the other world on this side of the log. I need to find a way to track her from this timeline.
Got it. I mean, it's a straight
Shit.
and solid
How do
path.
we know which way?
Well, simple with this. But what's in this direction? Oh, a fucking dead end. Of course! The only way possible, Max. Use your head. Also, it does seem like we have a range. There you go. I'm following you. And again, as future Max, you should know this. Like, here's the thing. If something hasn't happened for this Max yet, then why would there be footprints in this world too? Those should be only in the other world. That means somebody else is out here. What in this world, things are very different.
Got her.
Oh no, there she is. I mean, we got her surrounded and there's a bunch of stuff here. What the fuck? Seems like someone's been living out here. Maybe Maya secluded. And that means in this timeline she's actually dead because she's not here. And nothing's here actually. That means in the living world, Maya is still alive. That's probably why it's called the living world. It's meant to represent both Maya and Safi.
What the? Stop! For fuck's sake, just stop!
All right. You caught me. Now what?
Now what? Are you here to help me with Safi?
Safi? God, Max, you're standing here looking at your own self, and still your focus is on Safi.
I don't understand. Why were you in my house? What are you looking for?
What are you looking for? All that stuff in your dark room about Lucas, about Vin, about Gwen? Shit you have no reason to know about or care about.
Wait, what? But you know too. You care too. Don't we want the same thing?
Absolutely fucking not.
Stop. Please. We can't touch each other. I've seen what happens. Please, trust me.
It's not gonna happen because it's Maya, isn't it?
Go fuck yourself, Max.
No!
It's Maya, isn't it? That's why it was repelling you back when you tried to rewind. It wasn't you in the past. It was Maya. Can't believe I called it because of my future knowledge. That's hilarious. I don't even remember if it was Maya's character that was able to shapeshift. But that... I'm glad... It's interesting that because I know that, I was able to call it. But yeah. Shit. Also, that was your damn fault for trying to walk. Let me guess, cold water shifts her back. Kind of like that fucking other thing in Ranma 1/2. Shit, we gotta move.
Come on!
Q&E. We're gonna replace the entire lake. We replace it to the lake in the other timeline.
What the fuck was that, Supermax? Come on.
See? This Max doesn't know about the powers. It's Maya, isn't it? Bro, if I'm right, then damn. But also, I still don't know if I'm right because I haven't actually played Reunion. I've only seen like small clips because of Twitter, which is why I've been avoiding Twitter.
Let's get you warm.
Not that I don't avoid it anyway, but there's a lot of like
said
good.
You were too soft for academia.
Safi? Okay, so it wasn't Maya. It was Safi. Huh. So wait, Safi shot herself? That would again explain why Max wasn't able to go back to that point. Like, that it was difficult because it wasn't her. But the fact that she was still able to means that there is a chance that it was still her. Also, forgive me for thinking that it was Maya. I don't remember what character it was that was called this in Reunion. And I feel like whenever I eventually get to Reunion, I'll be able to say, hey, this is the line that I heard, and that's why I thought it was Maya, because I just couldn't remember the character, but I knew there was a character that shapeshifted. But okay, now we have confirmation. It's Safi. But that was Safi in the alive timeline, not the dead one. So why... Okay. Face to Facade. Completed Chapter 3. Tried to save Alderman. Moses is relieved you were safe. Yasmin trusts you as an ally. Amanda wants more, but she understands your decision. Vin is a little let down. Max did not mix up her Loretta's. Of course we didn't. Max left Phone Guy's grade alone. Phone Guy. Max promised Moses she would tell Safi to stay safe. Max got Moses' anime phrase correct. I don't actually know the reference. Max did not talk to the future or hear from the past at the phone art project, so we already did that. Max told Vin that Lucas wanted the restraining order against Safia, my bad. Max ordered something strong from Amanda. Max told Diamond, and Vin said Maya had mental health problems. And then we also have Smash or Pass. 30%, Max would smash one of her colleagues in Smash or Pass. Damn. 22% did not play. 22% passed all of the colleagues. And 2% smashed all of the colleagues. Like, damn. Max reflecting at the snapping turtle. And then Grease Trap perished while crowd surfing. I'll do like the quotation marks there. 3%. Max found the intruder using only her powers. That's 3%. Nobody thought to go down there and use E. Okay, that's cool. Max found the intruder using only clues, which was apparently 78%. I don't know how the fuck people did that. Max found the intruder using her powers and clues. 19%. Damn. Alright, well, we're gonna hit main menu and we're gonna go back and get those achievements and we'll officially end the video there. That makes this a 3-hour video, which was basically just me doing a yap session.